All right, here's our first look at the Down for Sound JP23. I've got my son helping me out today with this one. So these amps came out almost 2 years ago. This one happens to be the 1.5. The version 1s is what come out almost 2 years ago. The 1.5s come out maybe 6 months later, something like that. Anyhow, this one's been signed by Jonathan Price. We have met Jonathan Price in person, not at the time that he signed this amp, but we have met him in person at a show and got some pictures made with him, and my son is even featured in one of Jonathan Price's videos showing him his Tahoe, which was really cool. That was earlier this year. But the JP23, it's a Class D mono block and pretty solid amp. So it's a sub amp. Let's look at the end there, Skylar. See what the controls look like. Okay, so Tiffany style RCAs, power, protect, and clip lights. Pretty cool. You've got your gain, subsonic, bass boost, your jack for your line out, not your line, your remote bass knob. So it's got a low pass filter on it. This amp is strappable, so it has your selection there for the master and slave, and then the output of for the other amp. Really cool. See there, it says JP23 1.5. Let's look at the other ends. So we've got 0 gauge, power, and ground. These are standard zeros, by the way, not oversized. 8 gauge, looks like an 8 gauge here for the remote as well, but 8 gauge speakers. I like when they do this on the mono blocks, where you have 2 positives, 2 negatives. We actually hook our stuff up that way quite a bit. Okay, let's look at, oh, there you go. That's pretty cool right there. That's one of the things that the 1.5 had that the first version did not. He did end up selling, you could buy the Plexi to put on the version 1s, but man, these are some real quality amps, and you can see the internals of this is really good, and he puts funny stuff in his amps. See the JP23 do not eat. Really nice amps. My son had this in his Tahoe for a pretty good while. He's upgraded since then to something bigger and better, but this was an awesome amp. We had a lot of fun with this amp. He got pretty loud with this amp. Loved it. It never gave us any trouble whatsoever. It still works perfect to this day. Let's talk about the super cool bass knob that comes with these amps. They got so much on them. I mean, look, it's got the power, protect, clip. There's even a temperature light, voltage, and the temperature, and you can, go back and forth between Celsius and Fahrenheit. The potentiometer is really nice and smooth. It's got Down for Sound on it. It is plastic, but to be honest, that's never caused us any trouble. But if you've never had an amp that doesn't have if you haven't ever had an amp that has a clip light on the bass knob, it's a game changer when playing music or test tones or anything. Being able to see right there so conveniently whether you're clipping or not. Okay, we've also got a JP84. That's been a great little amp as well. But just wanted to show you the JP23. Check out my other videos. I've got one doing a 1 ohm test and another one doing the 2 ohm test. All right, thanks for watching.